Psalms 91 makes it very clear that he or she who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. In that particular verse, I want to just zero in on two words that mean so much to me for right here, right now, as I'm getting something from it for myself, and I want to share with you. I want to talk about shadows and the secret place. Shadows and the secret place. Shadows occur when the sun rays or the sunlight, it begins to strike an object, whether it's the tree or whether it's me or you. It strikes that object and it creates a shadow, a shape of that object onto the surface of something. Whether it's a street, you're walking the street in the sunlight, and now we can see your shadow on the street, or if you're walking the shoreline at a beach or in the mountains. Shadows only occur when there's sunlight, and we need sunlight to survive. Plants can't survive without sunlight. We can't survive without sunlight. It is the very energy for our souls to prosper. There may be some people listening to this right now, and I know I'm not just talking about myself. You've been in seasons whereas it has been dead winter and no sunlight, no sun rays of hope, no sun rays of joy, no sun rays to offer any clarity or direction. It's been trauma after episode after episode in your life that's been negative. Well, I just stopped by just to encourage you that as Psalm 91 says, that he or she who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty God. That it's not God's will that we continue to dwell in darkness with no hope, with no direction, with no clarity. Because if he is the sun, or a metaphor of the sun, he created the sun. But if he is the very illumination that we need, we've got to get in his way. And to get in his way means to not obstruct what he's doing, but to get into the secret place. You know, we live in a time whereas we got to have so many folk around us. And I know that we're social beings, and especially myself, I'm an extrovert. I got to be everywhere where everybody is because I draw from that energy because I give it back. It's sort of like Tupac. He was the extrovert of extroverts. and people just drew from his energy level. But there comes a time in life where we have to be okay with being alone. And you may say, well, listen, you know, I've got kids, I'm married, I've got this, and we've got to take care of our responsibilities. But in the midst of that, to carve out some time to dwell in the secret place. Dwelling in that secret place gives us clarity. Dwelling in that secret place allows us to unplug from the matrix, to unplug from people, to unplug from unholy and unhealthy alliances, to unplug from fears, to unplug from our own toxic souls sometime, to now plug into a greater source of energy, which is that sunlight that I talked about. So in getting in that secret place, though we're stealing away, we're getting in the way of the very sun rays of God that he can strike you where you are. To create the very clarity that you need, to give us the energy that we need, the hope that we need, the stamina that we need, the instructions and navigations of life that we need. Because winters offer nothing but just, it's a needful season, but it's cold and it's barren. It produces no life. It's necessary for spring, but there's very little sunlight. But we get the sunlight. You get the inspiration. You get the resuscitation. You get the navigation when you and I find it a cool thing to get into that secret place. Carve out some time for yourself, for mental health purposes, for self-care purposes, to just steal away and get in that secret place. If it's nothing more than just a day, take that day off from your job. They will be okay without you. They were okay without you before you got there, and they're going to be okay when you take that PTO day. Healthcare, mental health care, self-care, to just get away. If it's nothing but a long drive, if it's nothing but just taking a weekend to the beach, if it's nothing but going to the mountains, getting by some water, to just be still in and of ourselves. Get to that secret place, because that secret place is a place where that the very sun rays and the sunlight, the illumination of the Most High God can strike you there to begin to give you clarity concerning your next move. And the sun rays and sunlight also heals. There is healing in the rays of the sun. And this is the reason why even during the pandemic, they were saying, hey, listen, everybody in-house isolating, but there were individuals that were healed from that particular disease, that sickness, by getting in the sunlight and soaking up the vitamin D's, along with other regimens that they were taking, but the power of the sun, by getting in the secret place. So I just want to encourage you again, if you find yourself, stressed out, been in season after season of unclarity, no direction, injured because of trauma, and just life throwing everything but the kitchen sink at you, seem like you on hell's hit list, for real, and the bounty hunter of the devil is about to collect. Listen, I encourage us, get in that secret place. Shut that phone off. Cut that TV off. Shut down all the voices around you. Hey, listen, I'm going to be busy for the next 24 hours. Hey, listen, I'm going on sabbatical for the next 3 days. I won't be reachable by you, but I am going to be reachable by him, because I got to get in that sunlight, because I need to dwell in the secret place of him and abide under his shadow of protection, his shadow of direction. I need that right now in my life. So I'm going to unplug from all of these vices and all of these people and all of these voices. I've got to unplug from you so I can plug into a greater light source for my soul, for my mental health, for the next level and for the next chapter of my life. Secret place. As I always say, and I will continue to say, that your life begins when you say so. Get into that secret place and dwell under the shadow. Peace and blessings.
Yeah, shame-free life, shame-free life, shame-free life. Yeah. Shame-free life, shame-free life, shame-free life, shame-free life.